So Google just rolled the August spam update, and it has nothing to do with the spam that you're thinking about and everything to do with where Google is putting all of its attention. As you see here, the update started rolling just about a day ago at the time of recording this. Officially, we know nothing. Extra-officially, we can all put the pieces together. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you everything you need to know about this update so you don't lose your marbles. All right, first off, when we go here into the breakdown of the update, it says, okay, it was released here. It's a spam update. You hit that, and it takes you here to spam updates, which is a very old post that does really say nothing. And if you hit this, spam brain is going to bring you here to how the default search spam in 2021, which is a pre-AI article, which means nothing to the current state of affairs. Now, the reality is that Google has been running on average 8 to 9 big updates since 2021, right? And you can see all of these at status.search.google.com, and you can see all the updates that have happened here. However, in 2024, they did fewer core updates. They did a humongous one in March, which completely altered the reality of search, and it made it profoundly worse for everyone involved. And then a few other ones. And then they did a double whammy in November, followed shortly after by the December core updates. I have videos on those in my YouTube channel. This year, they've only released 3 updates so far to the traditional search ranking algorithms. And my understanding, my prediction here is that the quantity will continue to decrease over time as all the budget, attention, and talent within Google is moving into all the AI products. And that these updates will only put their attention into the spam within the AI results, which is ultimately where Google is moving to. They only care about AI. They've demonstrated that profoundly. So if you come here to LinkedIn and you see the official release from Google Search Central, which by the way, they no longer have the search layer to communicate with the public. Now, if you want to be the fall guy for all the lies that Google puts to publishers, you can apply for that job. It's somewhere out there. And here, Mr. Float made a very good comment. The August spam has been released. Google moved all the resources into AI. Feature alert, nothing happened. Yes and no. Nothing happens in traditional SEO. But as you can see here in this comment from Nate just now, basically, it says, hey, I would like to report a spammer called AI Overviews. It's coming up number 1 for a ton of queries and violates all the following Google policies: no first-hand user experience, uses extensive automation, no expertise, and primarily summarizes what others have written. These are all the rules from Google Search Central that he is quoting, right, about whether the content is going to get slapped or not. And the reality is that he's absolutely right. And if you look at the query that's very innocent for a local type of business, one of those businesses that will still get the vast majority of the most qualified leads from Google, besides a couple of ads here and the map pack, which stays as is, right? Then you have Yelp, and these results you need to really look into these kind of results. I'll tell you why in a minute. And then the moment we hit the FAQ, big surprise when you see that the first FAQ is no longer a publisher with helpful content, but is instead an AI overview within the FAQ. Terrible. Now, if you want to know the exact type of spam that Google is targeting, they refer to something like this. All due respect to the guy who made this, the best AI SEO newsletter for CMOs, in virtue of being also featured in Perplexity and on the previous model from ChatGPT, which was easier to manipulate. But in the current model, in the ChatGPT 5 thinking, you get actual value newsletters like SEO FOMO from Aleida Solis, an SEO that actually knows what she's talking about and is actually worth her salt. Same for Mary Haynes, of course. Then the growth memo from Kevin Indig, another fantastic SEO. And then, some of the ones that you can really skip, like Search Engine Land and Search Engine Roundtable. Detailed should actually be probably at the very top. And then, of course, I will vote for our own SEO link letter that we publish every Wednesday. Now, the question is, how did Harpreet rank in all of these places? And the answer is this. When you look at the source that they're quoting, both here and here, it's this piece of content that was distributed by AB Newswire, which says SEO Espresso is still now with recognition as the #1 AI newsletter, proudly announced by themselves. AB Newswire, with this website straight out of 1990 never, allows you to buy 50 such premium PR distribution type of news for just $900. Or, just about $20 each, just around that price. And this is worthless for real SEO, organic results, long and steady. You rank today, you rank in a year, you rank in 2 years type of SEO, but is worth something for spam AI SEO, most likely extremely short-lived manipulation. As we saw here, they are no longer being featured in ChatGPT 5 thinking. I wonder what would happen if I made the same question to ChatGPT 4.0, right? Let us repeat the question. Mr. 4.0, what do you say? 4.0, which was the model that was available when I first learned about this, does say that SEO Espresso is the #1. It was way easier to manipulate. If you've been paying those $5,000 a month retainers for GEO services to the latest Instagram or LinkedIn guru, you might want to reassess your marketing strategy. The moment that this actually comes into play, this will stop working and all your monies will be thrown to the toilet. Credit to Edward Sturm, who published this video here, where I learned about this for the first time. Credit where credit is due. And also credit to Chris Long, who's been publishing a lot of high quality research around the correlation and the connection between what happens on LLMs, particularly ChatGPT, what gets picked up there, and what the actual Google results say. So all these AIs are kind of feeding into each other. I could give you a lot of plus 18 type of comparisons, like robot centipede that is happening there. And if you want to learn in which ways all this mess is only becoming messier, then you can follow this gentleman on LinkedIn. But expect all of this to change by the day as more updates of this nature appear, where Google will make sure that only their AI is the AI that is of quality, and they will do that in virtue of, I'm not quite sure, because enshittification. If you are tired of hacks and short-lived strategies that is just noise and nonsense that will burn through your marketing budget like it's nobody's business, and you want instead to get clear intelligence on what it is that the competitors that are outranking you have done and what's got them there a year ago and why they're still there today, and why would they still be there in a year from now unless you start doing the right things. You should get some data like this. This is a backlink profile analysis of 3 competitors in the pest control business. I did a case study on my YouTube channel that I haven't published yet because this video will take precedence because everyone wants to know about this. But this comes from a video series that I'm doing one niche a day, a breakdown on the reasons of why any business would actually be ranking compared to the results that we are getting for our clients when we apply the principles that I outline on this video. Results like this here in screen to show you proof that I actually know what I am talking about, because I've been doing this for a decade and I've been invited to multiple conferences to speak on stage. But that wasn't the part that you cared about. You cared about the update. Now that you've given me your last few minutes of your attention, if you're tired of wasting your money, you should get an analysis like this of your competitors, and then get the same done for you. Measure all the relevance of your backlinks, the trust, the authority, the relevance, all of that combined. Get some scores, see where you are. See how the velocity of the competitors in terms of the link building is. Link building is 80% of the job. The other 20% is making sure that your site isn't garbage. If your site is garbage, I can tell you for free in a phone call. It's not free. You need to buy one of these, but these ones are cheap. And that's how you do SEO properly, the right way. You need to get data. You need to publish good content. You need to get good backlinks, not crappy syndicated backlinks like this. This might get you to rank and manipulate AI results for we don't know how long. And if all of this smells like SEO in 2011 for you, is because it is. And if you remember those times, then you remember Panda, and you remember Hummingbird, and you remember Penguin, and all these cute animals that destroyed businesses overnight because they were using spammy tactics. And if you want to get consistent results like these on the screen that uses no spammy tactics, then it's time for you to put your money in a place where it will continue to come back over very many years. That's it for today's video. This was Alejandro Mayahans. This is what you can expect moving forward from this kind of spam updates. In my opinion, I will see what happens, if I was right or wrong. I guess we will all discover that together. In as far as none of us has any idea about how this update will go, we can only make educated guesses based on what we do know. Thank you very much for watching, and if you got any value whatsoever out of this video, there's a gorgeous button down there that you can hit that subscribe you to the channel so you can get more content like this for free, and give me some encouragement as I climb out of the triple-digit subscriber numbers on YouTube. And I will continue to do this because I guess I gotta help people with what I know. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless. Bye-bye.